this is Ma'am Mabel and welcome on our third week in English 9 for third grading. Today we're going to learn determine the relevance and truthfulness of the ideas presented in the material viewed. So in this milk, we're going to enhance our viewing skills. Under this milk is we have the enabling competencies is interpreting the message conveyed in the material viewed and analyzing the information contained in the material viewed. So before that, I prepared in here of different pictures. What are this picture? What do you think? Very good. These are some images that can give us a recall on what we can see around us. It could be in the computer, what we could watch in the computer, what we can view in the different technologies such digital, such as in the radio, in the TV, what we can view in the TV, in the internet, or sometimes we don't need those digital or technological things for us to view, right? Or to be informed or makapanood. Sometimes even around us, like for an announcement, for an ads, na nakapost lang sa mga walls and mga buildings, right? Mga pictures, and what else? Mga dancing, di ba? Pinapanood natin yan. Kahit yung mga sa theater, right? But as a viewer, do you think you must easily to believe with those images or moving pictures that you see? Maniniwala ka ba agad? Are you not going to determine it first? Totoo ba to? Is it truth or is it relevant? Kailangan ko ba to? Do I need this? Is it appropriate for me? Okay, very good. Those are the questions that we need to remember whenever we view things, right? So, hindi tayo pwedeng tanggap lang ng tanggap kung ano lang yung gusto nating panoorin. Kaya kagaya nito, itong nandito sa gilid, edited pictures, right? So, sometimes yung mga nabubview natin can harm people. So, we must be wise. We must be a critical thinkers in order to balance those information that we receive and we view. Okay? So, remember class that we must analyze if it is connected to the given topic, the materials that we view. Always check for consistency, coherence, and unity of ideas, for it unveils relevance and truthfulness of the materials. So, titignan natin yung unity of ideas. Magkakatugma ba? Tama ba? Accurate ba yung mga ideas? In that way, we can check, it can show, it can unveil the relevance and truthfulness of those materials that we view. So, majority of the text that young people are encountering and creating are multimodal. So when we say multimodal document, it is one which the meaning is conveyed by multiple modes. It could be in a written text, it could be in an audio, di ba? Lahat to makukuhaan natin ng information. Still images, moving images, motion, use of space, and so on. So this multimodal document has two types: the digital multimodal text and the live multimodal text. The first one, digital multimodal text, from the word digital, so with the use of technologies like the photo, the picture, mga slideshows, or mga websites, may mga films or documentaries, so doon natin siya ma-obtain. Live multimodal text, these are the information we can get from if we view a theater play, diba? The one who tell a story or a storytelling, or even yung mga dance, diba? The dance also have meaning. So, live meaning to say there's no need for you to have any other materials or source for you to have an information. Live mo na sila agad mapaperceive. So, let us define viewing. Kasi kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan na we can get information by viewing. Viewing is one of the skill that we need to be competent. It is 5, diba? This is the 5th skill. So, we have reading, writing, speaking, listening, and viewing. So, viewing is defined as an active process of attending and comprehending visual media. So, it's not just that we watch, okay, we view, but of course, we need to comprehend and understand what are the information that we can get from those different medias, in television, in advertising, images, films, diagrams, symbols, photographs, videos, dramas, drawing, sculptures, and paintings. Viewing is also defined that it conveys information whether the text is a place of writing. So, pag nakita natin, di ba, may mga nakasulat, di ba? That's still part of viewing. An advertisement, yung mga nasa mga pagsalabas, minsan may mga nakapost sa wall or sa mga building. That is also, we can get information from those texts. A painting also have information. A performance or a film. Viewing is not only observed using videos or slideshares, it could also be achieved through a photo gallery, photo stories to which we can connect to what they are trying to impart us. Now, viewing has parts. So the steps in order for us to complete the viewing process is pre-viewing, during viewing, and after viewing. Let us understand it one by one. So when we say pre-viewing, you prepare yourself to view. In here, you are activating your schema. So when we say schema, it is your prior knowledge or the things that you already know. It could be based from the skills or a knowledge that you have before or experiences that you have before. Those are what we call schema. So in previewing as well, we anticipate a message. So for example, in previewing, mga title ng mga movie, siyempre may mga messages yon. Sometimes may mga captions doon. So we are anticipating that binabasa natin yun and inaalam natin ba't kaya ganito yung captions nito or maybe the title itself. We try to predict, for example, yung mga poster ng isang movie, even though we didn't watch it yet, yung sa poster pa lang, nag-iisip ka na, you try to predict ano kaya mangyayari sa story na to. You are speculating, you are also asking questions, okay? Is this story about love? Is the story about family? Is it about adventure? Or setting a purpose for viewing. That's all are the activity that we can do in previewing. The next step is, here I have an example. So I have here an example of previewing for digital and previewing for live multimodal text. So pag digital, I told you, an example could be a film, diba? So, if you remember na movie Titanic, so hindi pa muna natin siya panonood, pwede tayong tumingin sa kanyang poster. Ano kaya mga activity ang pwede nating gawin in previewing in this movie Titanic? Maybe we can ask question, are they lovers? Diba? Why they have that kind of pose? Is this the climax of the story? So those are the example. Or you try to predict, maybe they are really in love with each other. Kasi sila lang yung pinakalaman ng poster. So meaning they are the main characters. So when we say naman live multimodal text, diba? If you remember, it could be theater play. If you remember sa ating school, we have a theater play, bakit pa ba ay naghuhugas ng pinggan? So, bago mo panoorin yung theater play, you can look at the poster first to practice the previewing. So, from there, ano kaya mga question na pwede mong i-build? Siguro pwede mong matanong, no? Bakit parang nag-aaway sila? Right? Mahirap pala sila, no? Parang simple lang sila na mag-asawa, siguro sila, or ano kaya sila magkapatid, right? So parang meron hindi sila pagkakasundo, okay? So those are the things you can do in previewing. During viewing naman, you view the visual text to understand the message by seeking and checking understanding. So habang nanonood ka, dito nauunawaan mo na yung pinapanood mo. Making connections, nakaka-relate ka na, making and confirming predictions and inferences, yung mga hula mo kanina, diba? Predictions mo, dito pwede mo na siyang i-confirm. Tama pala yung hulak, sabi ko na nga ba lovers sila, sabi ko na nga ba mag-asa, sabi ko na nga ba mag-aaway sila, right? So during viewing as well, you can interpret and summarize. You can also do pausing, pwede ka ditong mag-stop muna, okay? And reviewing, pwede mo i-rewind if you want, and analyzing and evaluating. Let's go back with the example. So, kung napanood niyo yung Titanic, diba? So, ito yung pwedeng naman nung Titanic, yung lumubog yung ship, and then talagang nagpo-float silang dalawa doon. So, ano yung pwede mo mabuo? Dito pwede mo nang gawin yung summary, okay? And then, ito naman, yung sa kabila, yung sa theater play, ito na mismo yung storya, yung takbo ng theater, nung acting nila. So, dito makikita mo, dahil pa palang mga characters, okay? So, ayun pala yung dalawa kanina na nasa poster. Kaya pala meron pala talaga silang hindi pagkakaunawaan dito. Okay? So, doon mo siya malalaman. You can understand the story now. So, after viewing or tapos ka nang manood, this is the part wherein you are given opportunities to respond to visual text in an intimate, critical, and creative way. So, pwede ka nang mag-respond. Diba? Sometimes when we watch movie, meron talaga tayong nasasabi, ang ganda, no? Sana ako na lang, you are trying to make a reflection, no? Analyze, evaluate, and creating. Ang ganda ng movie, that's evaluating. Sana ako na lang si Rose, that's reflecting. Buti na lang pala, meron pa rin pala talagang mga taong pinagtatagpo, that's analyzing, right? So, those are the activities you can do whenever you are having the steps for viewing. So, in your layup, learning packet, no? So, in there is one activity, learning task 1, to interpret the message of the picture. So, in viewing this picture, what do you think could be the cause of this phenomena? So, kung ano lang yung nakikita natin dyan, what could be the answer? It could be drought, tagtuyot, ano? Too much typhoon, diba? Too much rain, monsoon, that could be possible, right? That could be a possible cause. And then there is another learning task in there wherein there is a nutritional facts presented, and then it asks you to analyze it. So it is during viewing. No? Would you recommend this to a mother to serve this to her 6-month-old baby? What do you think? Dahil ba merong nutritional facts, kailangan ba natin agad ibigay sa bata? So we need to think, if you recall, kapag 4 to 6 months old ang bata, no, the most recommended is breastfeed. Okay, so itong mga ganito, even though the content is good, but however, it is not still recommended for 4 to 6 months old. Another, there is a picture in there like the R18, no, the restricted for 18. You are have been asking that you have in the situation that you found out that the movie that you and your friends wanted to watch is restricted to an audience 18 years old and below. So they fake their IDs just to see the movie. Would you go with them? Why or why not? What would be your answer? Very good. Of course, no. Maybe what you can do is you can encourage them to just watch other movies because you're already there, but do not insist that you can use the fake ID because there's already a warning in there. So in that way, we are analyzing the information of the material we are viewing. Okay. So there is also in there a learning task wherein there is a quizzical situation and then you need to have a solution. So in here, in these learning activities, we can do, we can analyze more the information that we obtained, okay, from the material grid that was presented in here. So in this table, the first one is your neighbor's house is on fire. So what will you do? Maybe you can call immediately the fire emergency, no, yung mga bumbero. A woman first is snatched in front of you inside a jeepney. How will you save the woman or yourself as well? So possible if the snatcher ay wala namang sigurong any weapon, then you can try to help the woman, no? Somebody in fear and in panic calls on your cell phone, asks for your help. Okay, immediately you can ask her to calm down, and then pag calm na siya, then try to help her na. Kasi mahirap pag panic, ano. Your mother complains of dizziness and falls to the ground unconsciousness. So if you know some first aid, that will do, but then immediately call doctor. A hazardous chemical in the chemistry lab spills, producing smoke and suffocating scent. So what will you do? Nandun ka sa loob ng laboratory, and then yung mga chemicals na nag-spread doon. So of course, you need to cover your nose and immediately leave the laboratory. Okay? So, as a reflection, how do you think interpreting and analyzing material you viewed can help us? Of course, you can gain expertise and skills for analyzing and evaluating visual through view. It helps us to develop our knowledge and skills. So, we watch different films, we view different theaters, we view different images. So, from there, we can learn, we can get knowledge from there. And what else? In viewing, we can acquire information and appreciate the ideas and experiences visually communicated by others, or to appreciate those information from others. Viewing also can slow down We can also have reflect and think about the images we are seeing and develop the knowledge and skills to analyze and evaluate visual text and multimedia text that use in visual. Okay, so if you recall, our title for milk is about the relevance and truthfulness of the ideas we view. So when we say relevance, it is about relation to the matter at hand, practical and especially socially applicability, not out of date, or in synonyms, it is relevance if it's applicable. Relevance means pertinent, appropriate, and connected with. So when we say naman truth or katotohanan, it is about reality. So the body of real things, events, and facts. Synonyms could be state of being realistic or true to life. It is about accepting, understanding, and presenting any truth. So kapag may katotohanan yung pinapanood natin, mas maganda yon, right? Mahirap pagka falsehood yung ating mga napapanood. So I have in here some examples. So there is a picture in here. So do you think, can you identify if the following pictures are relevant to each other so you can know understand what is relevant? Yes, relevant, because you can finish your study if you study hard. So they are connected. So those people who can finish study, of course, they need to study hard. How about this? Is this connected? Let us see. It is irrelevant. Eating unhealthy food will not lead you to have a healthy body. How about this? It is relevant. It is relevant because working hard leads you to success and give you wealth, diba? Kasi he is hardworking, so he will be successful. So let us proceed. Let me discuss to you what to do on your layup activities. So if you have copy, you can use those pictures or PDF file that I sent to you. So you can use your copy, and in your copy you can see the learning task 1. This is the climate change. So you need to put you need to understand this picture. What do you think are the causes of this climate change? Okay, you write it on your paper. The learning task 2, what could be the solution for this different critical situation that you involve to? Learning task 3, are you going to recommend this food in a 4 to 6 months old baby? And then case number 2 naman, there is an R18 movie that your friends wanted to watch. Are you going to go with them? What would you do? Okay, so after that is the guide questions regarding about the telephone poem. Okay, so in this table, nag-extract ng mga lines ng poem, and then there is a corresponding question about that line of the poem na telephone. Okay, so sa learning task 5 naman, you are going to create a dialogue sa pag-uusap ng nanay at ng isang anak regarding about yung anak ay nakareceive ng recognition. And then after that is the assessment. You need to write A if you agree and D, A if you disagree in the defense statement. After that, you just need to continue the sentences 1, 2, 3 on the reflection. So for those students naman who have internet, you can use the Google form. So the Google form contains the same. So the first part in the Google form is your personal information such as your name and then section, followed by the learning task 1. So I already put there some choices. I-click nyo na lang kung iyan bang mga cost na yan ba talaga yung mga cost na presented doon sa picture. Just click yes or no. And then learning task 2 naman ay yung yung mga situation. Okay, how are you going to respond? So may mga situation dyan na nakalist, and then dun sa taas yun yung mga choices. What could be the possible situation? I-click nyo na lang kung alin yung pwedeng maging solution. Then learning task 3 are the 2 cases, which is the food for the baby. Will you recommend that? Meron din dyan choices. You just need to click. And for the R18 na may picture, you just need to click as well the answer. So for the learning task 4, these are naman about the poem telephone. So there is a question about that poem, and there is already a given choices. You just need to click what could be an appropriate answer on that question. After that is the assessment. You just need to click agree or disagree. What will be your choices about the statement presented in there. And then after that, you just need to do the reflection. Continue nyo lang ulit yung sentence. And the performance task is the learning task 5. It could be done in one whole sheet of paper, or if you have computer, you can do it in MS Word. So, learning task 5 is not included on the Google Form link. So, kailangan nyo itong gawin separately. Could be sa papel or in MS Word if you have some gadget. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, class, for listening. I hope you learned a lot for today for a short discussion. See you again on the next video for our English 9. And may God always bless you. Keep safe. Goodbye. Thank you.